But one thing's for sure, he's not walking away with my title. Believe that, okay? Not walking away, sweetheart. Believe that, okay? This little bunny rabbit, the way he hops around in the ring.
From Sarangani Province, Philippines.
And boxing's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world.
Let's get ready to rumble!
This Manny Pacquiao is something. To all the expectations and more.
One of the greatest of all time.
DBOTE, the best of this era.
This cocky guy disrespected Manny Pacquiao like no one else before, and he paid for the trash talk brutally.
Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman!
This is Boxing Guts. Let's go. In July 2019, the Pac-Man engaged in a fight that had everyone on the edge of their seats. Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. His opponent was the disrespectful American Keith Thurman, who held the WBA super welterweight title. Thurman was not a walk in the park. Undefeated with 30 wins, the American had 22 knockouts. But he also developed a poor reputation for trash talk.
You know, he's not Tupac, but he does a little hip hop, if you feel me, you know? He's gonna hip hop and you don't stop until he gets dropped. I'm not gonna lose to no bunny rabbit, believe that, okay?
Go play basketball, Manny. You say you like to play basketball every day. Go shoot hoops with the guys, man.
Finally, in the MGM Grand Garden Arena, Paradise, Nevada, US, Pac-Man showed why he should never be taken for granted. At the onset, Thurman was the aggressor. Coming out like a bull to the slaughter, he released power shots. But Pac-Man soon brought him back to reality. Pacquiao charged forward for the first time, and a clean right hand caught the cocky Thurman, dropping him stuff to the canvas.
Here's Manny Pacquiao coming through, moving quick with those legs, throwing a combination, punching, catching him on the way back.
The undefeated Thurman was stunned for the first time and came back for more. But the defending champion was saved by the bell. On the restart, the Pac-Man, having smelled blood, looked for the killer shot. Then the contest shortly escalated into a bar brawl. Thurman was bleeding but was still game. But Pacquiao really wanted his enemy to pay for the disrespect. It was a war at this point, and neither fighter surrendered. In the 10th round, a brutal shot to the body shook the American in his boots and turned his insides to mush. Refusing to hit the canvas, Pacquiao chased him and Thurman had to endure a nightmare. Missing out on a knockout, Pac-Man won by split decision and taught his opponent a lesson on how to be humble.
In favor of the winner, boxing's pride of the Philippines, two-weight champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao!
Pacquiao versus Erik Morales. Between 1999 and 2004, Pacquiao went 15 fights undefeated, defending his title successfully against Mexican Gabriel Mira via a 4th-round technical knockout. He demolished a roster of Mexicans, including legends Marco Antonio, the baby-faced assassin Barrera, and Emmanuel Lechero, earning himself the nickname the Mexican Executioner.
It's not my intention to fight all the Mexican. I love Mexican also.
But there was one Mexican fighter who brought him to the edge of collapse. When Pacquiao fought another Mexican legend and 3-division world champion Erik Morales, drawing a sellout crowd of 14,623 to the MGM Grand Hotel and some 30 million people in the Philippines, the Mexican engaged Pacquiao in a tough battle. After this loss, Pacquiao got matched up against Morales in a rematch.
And he almost did go down on that shot.
Yeah, he's fighting, but his legs are so weak that at any time he can go.
That's the first real knockdown of Erik Morales' career.
But the level of the Pac-Man search for retribution made it a different affair entirely. In the 2nd round, Morales escaped being knocked down.
Pacquiao says he's got the puncher's gloves.
Manny, the chance.
and again in the 6th by falling on the referee.
This time, it's Morales who has the cut in the middle of the fight.
And Morales right now has been pummeled.
Pacquiao eventually stopped Morales in the 10th with a TKO.
Yeah, he's fighting, but his legs are so weak that at any time he can
There he goes. Good call, Manny. That's the first real knock.
The first time Morales was stopped in his boxing career. Tied 1 win each, they fought a 3rd time on November 18th, 2006, with Pacquiao defeating Morales by knockout again, but this time in the 3rd round.
And the brave heart of Morales holds up, but his legs go again.
Pacquiao versus Marco Antonio Barrera. But it would be a move to challenge Mexican legend Marco Antonio Barrera that would signify the beginning of a rivalry with a group of fighters from Mexico. The baby-faced assassin, as Barrera was called, was the Ring Magazine featherweight champion and a top 3 pound-for-pound entrant. But that didn't matter to the fearless Pac-Man. On November 15th, 2003, in enemy territory in San Antonio, Texas, Manny sent shivers through everyone. From the onset, the first shocker was when Barrera was given credit for a non-existent knockdown in the opening minute of the fight. Even then, Pacquiao was scoring the better punches in the round. Using his inside-out bouncing movement, Pacquiao acted like a matador, peppering his opponent with quick punches and evading unconsciousness by millimeters. Nonetheless, the home crowd shouted in support of Barrera. 30 seconds into the 3rd round, Pacquiao landed a lightning-quick left straight right on the chin that sat Barrera down for some lessons. Barrera stayed rethinking his decision to step in the ring with the Pac-Man. Pacquiao proceeded to full-on assault against the baby-faced assassin, doing everything he could to get a stoppage. Whenever Barrera fired back, Pacquiao famously put his hands in the air as if welcoming the challenge of combat. The focus had shifted from who will win the fight to how much more can Barrera take? The Pac-Man pounded his foe's insides to powder with hard shots before landing a left hook that sent Barrera crashing for the 2nd time. But even after 6 rounds, Pacquiao was bouncing and still light on his feet. Pacquiao caused a cut near the left eye of Barrera. Pacquiao then got into the matrix with his defense. In the penultimate round, Barrera searched for a 5th corner of the ring after the Pac-Man released a sustained 2-fisted barrage that dropped the exhausted Barrera to his knees, until finally Barrera's corner entered the ring and surrendered their man with 4 seconds left. This was the only loss in Barrera's professional career to have come officially via stoppage inside the distance. Nobody expected Pacquiao to destroy Barrera in this fashion. The brutal ending for the baby-faced assassin was juxtaposed with the jubilant excitement across the ring of Pacquiao. The Filipino-born champion was never looked at the same way again. The Mexican fans who started off hating him ended up loving him. The Pac-Man's legacy is forever entwined with Mexico and its fighters. The Pac-Man is no doubt a fighter that will be talked about and studied for decades to come. How high do you rank the Pac-Man all time? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you loved the video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching. See you next time.